And how do you guys even sum up the energy of going day out and day out, day in and day out?
I mean, for me, the energy comes from the listeners, the people.
Right.
You know, if I feel if I can touch somebody or change one person's, thought process or just make somebody smile for a minute out of a day because of something I did or something we did as a station, that energizes me. That gives me the motivation to come in every day
Right.
and do the job. It's not the money. People think it's the money,
Right.
but just the motivation I get from the people.
Right. And I have Money Mike. Thank you for coming, and for all my viewers, you're the silent type, but you're definitely a big asset to the Hot 93.7 pen. Their information on the website, and you talk a little bit, but you're down to business, which is good. But thank you for joining Nancy and Buck.
Not a problem, man.
And how is it like working with Nancy and Buck? Because they're like kids on the radio, and I mean, it's like I think you're like the only adult.
Oh, well, thank you.
Wow.
You guys, everyone heard that? Experience.
Right.
At the end of the day, basically I look at them as positive role models because I am still sort of young you like that?
I do.
The role model in there.
Give him a few extra bucks for that.
Right.
That's pretty
Do
good.
what you
Money
can.
Mike.
Just do what you can. But no, it really is just fun.
Right.
Learning from them and experiencing everything that I do. Like you said, I am more the silent type.
Right.
For the listeners, they hear us, but they don't see us. Like Nancy was sort of saying.
Right.
Sort of off air, behind the scenes.
Right.
We all still have laughs off air. We all still have a good time. But at the end of the day, I like to pick people's brains. So I'm learning a lot more. Whether it's Nancy, when she comes in around 5:30, a little bit after me, her and I talk about anything. And then when Buck walks in, whether it's off air, whatever the case may be, and even after the show, I go into his office and just pick his brain.
Right.
Whether it's just him and I meeting or the three of us having a meeting. And it's sort of the same way with everyone that's part of the station, all personalities. And
That you guys have a lot of talented DJs. So how do you manage and try to control or?
A lot of egos, man. So it's a
Are
different.
you are you the Phil Jackson and you have a whole bunch of Kobe's?
I got a lot of Kobe's on the team.
I
yeah,
bet.
a lot
I
of
bet.
Kobe's.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
That's all right. I'll let
But,
it
I
go.
mean, it's-
Always basketball references. Jeez.
What should
That's all right. It's
what
okay. I'll let
terminology
it
should
go.
I how to use?
No, football would be better for me because I.
See, I'm not a football.
See, so
and
see-
my team sucks. It's Dallas.
Yeah, well, I'm the
yeah,
Giants.
you got a good team.
So I can't
Stick
say
with
football.
Stick with basketball. Stick with
My
basketball.
team is Chicago Bulls, so I can say
Because
basketball
he
right
loves the
now.
Lakers, so that's okay.
I'll fix a problem if it comes up, but I let them learn from their mistakes. And most of the times, they learn from their mistakes.
Right, right.
Then I'll come and say,
Yep.
that's the way I handle these guys. When I treat them.
Who's thing for you?
Going to
man?
the Grammys. I like
I
that.
bet.
Just at the plus. Just at the plus.
Right.
And I really just think that it's just going in and having a really good time.
Right.
I really love my job, and I can say that 10 years in because I've been here for 10 years. So really, honestly, waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning and going to work and feeling motivated and liking my job every day.
Right.
Even if it's a bad day, it's still a good day.
Right.
It's so ridiculous.
Right.
I mean, I'm so blessed that I have this job, and I know that.
What about you, Mike? What's the fun thing about?
The best part is basically one of the things Nancy said, waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. As crazy as people think
Right.
that it is, especially for Buck and I, we still do go out, whether we're doing a club or an event or whatever the case may be, only have, an hour or two of sleep,
Right.
if anything, maybe none,
Right.
but still waking up, coming here, and at the end of the day, having the listeners, whether it's Twitter, Facebook, face-to-face, phone, reaching out to me like, hey, Mike, what's going on in Connecticut? Or what do you think about this? What do you think about that? There's more and more of them reaching out to us, myself, Nancy, Buck, whoever,
Right.
just because of we're touching them.
Right.
And then also the best part of myself, for me personally, is learning from these two day in and day out as well.
Right. Assume that being a celebrity is like the biggest outcome. But speaking of that, what celebrity that you interviewed that you was like you were shocked about? Who he or she was. You're like, oh my God, I really didn't know. I actually got caught up in the media, but now speaking to you, I didn't know you were like that. Like, which one?
Probably 50 Cent.
Like, you know what? Rex, Fezzi, all of them said the same thing.
Probably 50.
All of them, right? What about you, Nick? Who?
I think just one that comes to mind was Kimora Lee Simmons. I had this
Man, she kept hitting
preconceived.
on me.
I saw it. I had this preconceived notion that she was just really not a nice person. She was a gold digger, and I never really liked her.
Right.
And then when I met her, she and I bonded. Buck wasn't even in the room.
Right.
Like we just had
Girl,
this,
one-on-one girl.
We did.
Right.
We were talking about relationships, girl, you don't know what Russell did.
Right,
I mean,
right.
it was I loved her after
Right,
that. So
right.
for me, it was like I can't really judge a book by, its cover. I
Right.
really enjoyed getting to know her and actually changing my mind about her. I
Right,
really
right.
like.
You really love what you do, and Lloyd is one of those people who does it just like that.
You know, my motto is it's the difference between liking what you're doing and loving what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, and when people distinguish the difference what they like to do and what they love to do, then sky's the limit. You know,
Oh,
and so that which is good. DJ Buck, what is your definition of a DJ? That they really think 100% a DJ is going on YouTube, pinning some music on, jamming with some party, and that's it. I mean, what's a DJ to you? Because it really, the definition has changed.
A DJ, I mean, as far as, a lot of people think Jenny Boom was a DJ.
Mhm,
Well,
mhm.
Nancy's a DJ. Those have to be the personalities.
We don't wicka
You know,
wicka.
Right, right, right.
You know, as far as DJ and some knowledgeable of music can move crowds. If you want to talk about DJ and extra skill of DJ.
Right.
And just getting and knowing the music. I mean, technology with Serato. People say if you're on Serato, you're not a real DJ. I mean, you can be a real DJ as long as you know the background and you have the skill to do it.
Right.
And to read a crowd and just go into any room and look at a crowd and be like, okay, I'm going to move this crowd.
Right.
You know, that's my definition, being able to read your crowd and move the crowd and have knowledge of the music.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question, Nancy. As being a female, as being a radio host, and you hear music in and out every day, and you hear different kind of lyrics, and some of them say that they're disrespectful to females. Some of their lyrics and their content. How do you feel about that? Because as being a female host and being on the #1 station in Connecticut, do you ever feel like saying, you know what, I don't want to play this artist just because I think he's really disrespectful to women? And even though I know you don't have a choice, but do you ever feel that way, or do you feel that it's business, it's music? I mean, because I always wanted to know how a female in your stature would feel about that, because you're around music all the time. And
It's an artistic expression. I've never really been really angry with any of that stuff. It's in every aspect of
right,
our life, whether it's music or movies or TV or commercials. I mean,
Right.
there's, sexist things in everything that you look at, but I really don't look.
let me ask you a question, Nancy. As being a female, as being a radio host, and you hear music in and out every day, and you hear different kind of lyrics, and some of them say that they're disrespectful to females. Some of their lyrics and their content. How do you feel about that? Because as being a female host and being on the #1 station in Connecticut, do you ever feel like saying, you know what, I don't want to play this artist just because I think he's really disrespectful to women? And even though I know you don't have a choice, but do you ever feel that way, or do you feel that it's business, it's music? I mean, because I always wanted to know how a female in your stature would feel about that, because you're around music all the time. And
It's an artistic expression. I've never really been really angry with any of that stuff. It's in every aspect of
right,
our life, whether it's music or movies or TV or commercials. I mean,
Right.
there's, sexist things in everything that you look at, but I really don't look at it that way. I think that music is an expression. It's art. It's artistic, and you have the right to express the way you want. I may not agree with it, but it's art.
Right.
On any station, and you're going to find something offensive, like Nickelback.
Right.
They have songs that are really sexually
Right,
charged, and you can listen to a country song and there's
Right.
something sexual about it,
right,
or someone's keying a car. What,
Right,
you know what I
right,
mean?
right.
There's something, and I just feel that hip hop is really unfairly judged. I really do. I
Right.
think that you can look at any radio station, any song, any
Right.
genre, and you're going to find something offensive to somebody.
right. Mondays 6 a.m. and 8 p.m. on Tuesdays, and always check out my website www.mikeknightshow.com. Again, congratulations on the 10th year anniversary. Keep it going strong, and God bless. See you guys later.
What's that Hot 16? The Hot
Yeah,
16.
man, drop the
Hot
beat, drop the
16.
Okay. My name is Mike Nice. I got the hottest crew in the state of Connecticut. Money Mike, Nancy Darrow, and DJ Buck signing out. Later. I think that's good.
Mike Night Show. The Mike Night Show.